Hey there, parents and caregivers. Are you ready to learn how to keep your little one safe and healthy during the chilly winter months? We know that caring for a newborn can be overwhelming, especially when the weather outside is frightful. But don't worry, we've got you covered with our top 7 winter care tips for newborns. First up, let's talk about that delicate baby skin. Did you know that a newborn's skin barrier is thinner and weaker than older kids? That means they're more likely to get dry, itchy, and scaly skin during the winter. To help prevent this, only give your baby a bath every 3 days and keep it short and sweet, no more than 5 minutes in the tub. After petting them dry, slather on a fragrance-free, ointment-like moisturizer to lock in that precious moisture. Now, we know you want to keep your little one warm and cozy, but resist the urge to crank up the heat. Keeping your thermostat between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit is just right. Turning it up too high can actually make your baby uncomfortable, disrupt their sleep, and even raise their risk of SIDS. Instead, dress them in one layer more than you're wearing, and no, a diaper doesn't count as a layer, and use a lightweight, breathable swaddle or sleep sack. Speaking of sleep, let's talk about how to avoid overbundling your baby at bedtime. Stick to cotton or muslin PJs and look for swaddles or sleep sacks with a TOG rating. The higher the rating, the warmer it is. For example, if your baby's room is 68 degrees or cooler, opt for a swaddle with a 2.0 to 3.5 TOG rating. And remember, no loose blankets in the crib, and always put your baby to sleep on their back. Just because it's cold outside doesn't mean you and your baby have to hibernate all winter. Getting outside is important for both of you. Just be smart about it. If it's below freezing, keep your outings quick. Dress your baby in layers, starting with a long-sleeve bodysuit and adding soft pants, socks, a sweater, and a coat or snowsuit. Don't forget to cover their ears, hands, and feet to prevent frostbite. If you're using a stroller, tuck a blanket around your baby or use a bunting bag. And if you're wearing your baby in a carrier, your body heat will help keep them warm. Just make sure their face isn't pressed against your chest and their neck is straight with their chin up. When it's time to hit the road, car seat safety is key. As tempting as it is to keep your baby bundled up in their coat or snowsuit, it's actually not safe. In a car accident, that puffy padding will flatten, leaving extra space under the harness and putting your baby at risk. Instead, secure them in the car seat first, then place a blanket over their lower body. And don't forget to take it off once the car warms up to prevent overheating. It's a delicate balance between keeping your baby warm enough and not too hot. Touch their ears and neck to gauge their temperature. If their ears are red and hot and their neck is sweaty, they're too warm. If their back, chest, or belly feels cool to the touch, add another layer. And if you suspect frostbite, apply a warm washcloth to the affected areas, then swaddle your baby and offer warmed milk. When in doubt, call your pediatrician. Finally, let's talk about keeping those winter germs at bay. The best prevention is to keep your newborn away from anyone who's sick. Breastfeeding can give your baby a boost with antibodies and infection-fighting properties. Make sure everyone washes their hands often, avoid crowded places, and make sure the adults and kids around your baby are up to date on their vaccinations. And don't be afraid to limit visitors to just close family and friends. There you have it, your ultimate guide to keeping your newborn safe and healthy all winter long. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.